Hey guys, and CSFan001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is Monday, April 19th, 2021. So this will have covered the week of the 12th through the 18th of April of 2021. So this was not that productive of a week, but it's mostly because I've been really working on a few specific games. I didn't touch Battlefield 5 this week, didn't really have time because I was really busy working this week, just a lot of overtime and all that kind of good stuff, which is good. I mean, it's time that I need. It's good money. I actually got a very small pay raise that I didn't even realize recently, so that's awesome. So life's good in that sense, and I got a lot of overtime in the past couple weeks, and it's definitely going to be paying off in the future, so that's just where a lot of my time is going. But otherwise, for gaming, I worked on a total of 3 different games this week. Destiny, I didn't earn any trophies in, but we are getting very, very close on these last few. So once again, I still have about maybe 32 or so more dead ghosts. I think I found 18 so far, so I gotta get about 32 more of those. It's easy. It's the last thing I'm gonna do. Final trophy for me. All good. The Warlock subclass, though, I am now extremely close to being done with. I am currently only missing, I believe it's like maybe 20% of the next to last node is left, and around 60-ish% probably of the final node, so less than one, basically the equivalent of 1 meter left, less than one of those left. So progress is fantastic. I am definitely going to be able to get that done this week if I want to try to get it done this week, which I really want to do, and just go ahead and have this 100% done this week if the Iron Lord artifact I need pops up, and there's no guarantee of that happening. The one that I still need is the Silmar, I believe is what it's called, or Silmar, whatever I have written down here. So that's the only one I have left, and if it pops up this week, I already have the item needed to trade, so I won't even have to do any of the other stuff. If not, it might be another week until I get that trophy done, but that would give me a little bit more breathing room on the other trophy. Because me and Ghost are planning on boosting Battlefield 5 soon. He's, I think, going to get started on it. I've already done a good bit of the multiplayer stuff that's actually a little more difficult. The Frontlines one, once again, is probably going to have to be boosted, and this one is absolutely going to have to be boosted. And otherwise, everything else is easy. It's just kind of time-consuming. I'll get through it eventually, though, obviously. Then I did the entirety here, I believe. No, not the entirety of, but a majority of Zombieland Double Tap Road Trip. I already had the game beaten last week, but I earned quite a few other trophies in it. So Zombie Killed... Actually, no, I won't talk about Zombie Killed a week. First, we'll talk about Fully Loaded first, because this trophy is really stupid. You have to beat a level with 4 players, each of them playing as a main character. So this is either going to require you to have 4 controllers, which not everyone has. I happen to have 4. Not all of mine are in very great working condition, but I do have 4 of them, so I was eventually able to work this one out. But the other method is some kind of complicated switch user method, and I'm glad I didn't have to do that because I probably would have had some trouble with that. I mean, I don't know. It's probably not that difficult, but not a big fan of having to do all that, kind of jumping through all those hoops and stuff for just one trophy like this. I mean, if the game had actual online co-op, or you could play with bots in it, which I think would be kind of cool if they had done that, it wouldn't have been a problem. But no, it has to be 4 actual human players, either 4 controllers or a switch user method, which is really annoying. And I guess we can go ahead and talk about all the trophies since I do have the Platinum. Even though this one's a fairly easy Platinum overall, it takes like 10 hours maybe. So you're going to get a bunch of trophies here, 10 trophies just for completing the main story, as well as a trophy for completing the game's 5 side missions. You also have to do this time-limited trophy, 5 hours and 45 minutes to beat the game. I really don't understand how people miss this one, because as you're going to see here, I got that at 10:59 p.m., and I got my first trophy at 8:37, so we can likely assume maybe like 8:25-ish to start the game, so 9:25, 10:25, so it took me less than 3 hours to beat the game. And that even included doing like 1 or 2 of the side missions along the way. I saved the remaining side missions for later though, so you can beat the entire game and all the side missions in 3 hours if you're quick about it. So it's really not that hard. I really don't see how people miss that trophy, and I'm not sure what you would do if you miss it, if you have to start a whole new game, or if you can just replay any levels that you know you took a lot of time on. The only difficult levels really in the game, the 9th level is fairly challenging. It's definitely, I would say, the hardest main story level. It's harder than the 10th level because the 10th level is a lot more open and easy to move around and has more items to pick up. And in the side missions, it's the 3rd side mission, the one where you have to kill like 400 something zombies. I think it's 450, but you can only use melee weapons, explosives, and your starter pistol or something. So it's very limiting there, and that's definitely the hardest of the side missions. That one actually took me a couple of tries. I think I only died a handful of times overall on the game, usually out of my own stupidity, like getting blown up by something that I shouldn't have had that happen. So, Zombie Kill of the Week, 12 times. For this trophy, it is you have to get an environmental multi-kill in a co-op game to be nominated. So you're going to need either 2 controllers or the Switch user method. Thankfully, most people do have 2 controllers. 4 is a little more of a stretch, but 2 most people will have. So just have 2 controllers, 2 players go into a level. Let the second player just go down early. And have the main player go get an environmental multi-kill, so usually from blowing something up and killing multiple zombies with it, and then just finish the level. I highly recommend doing this on Mission 3, the one in the supermarket, or the first one that's in a supermarket, just because you can sprint past most of the enemies and complete it in like 5 to 6 minutes each time without much trouble. The more players you have in the game, the zombies become a little bit tougher, but it's really not much to worry about. Then you have to fully upgrade everything, which is easy. It just requires you to grind out 50 skill points, and you won't be at that many points by the time you finished every other trophy in the game, though I think I was at like 45 once I had finished all the other trophies. So only had to replay the 4th side mission, which is another just zombie killing gauntlet where you have to kill 500 zombies. Any way you want, no time limit. So very easy place to grind out skill points. So I was basically done with it by that time, but then just grind out the last few on that one mission and you're good to go. Get a kill with every weapon and kill one of every zombie are pretty much unmissable trophies, especially if you're playing solo, because you're going to encounter every type of zombie by the time you finish the game, so it's pretty tough to miss any of them. Every weapon, you're probably going to encounter every weapon, no problem, just you have to make sure that you actually use all of them. There's about 17 of them in the game. The environmental hazards are a little bit more complicated because there's maybe 13 or so in the game from what I remember. It's not a whole lot, but some of them are a little bit obscure and only appear in a couple of areas like the helicopter blades and all the rides in the very first mission, so you have to be a little bit careful on that one. Then we have this one, which is the Horde Mode trophy. This one's actually incredibly easy. I did this one technically on Saturday night, but funny story was that, because I had been hanging out with my girlfriend on Saturday, and once she left, I logged in and did this, and I had intended just to stop right at an hour and a half, but I actually was so tired just from a lot of work and stuff that I fell asleep and then didn't wake up until like 1:35 in the morning with it still being on and me still being alive in the game, so easily got the trophy, just not necessarily the way I intended. But what you can do is, on the second one of these maps, it's the one that's 15 waves, so the medium difficulty one. In this picture, you're going to see that there are 2 barrels here, and you can actually climb on top of those barrels. And when you're on top of the taller one, you will not get hit by anything. You can't actually hit anyone either, but you will not be hit. So you just wait up there for the entirety of the 88 minutes, which is a reference to the first movie, the length of the first movie. Then finally, you have a few miscellaneous trophies that are all very easy. You know, kill 3 zombies with a single sniper bullet, 4 with a shotgun blast. Those are all pretty much unmissable, especially on the first couple missions. 6 zombies while lighting yourself on fire with a Molotov is a little bit tougher, but it's still not too difficult. Just most people aren't going to be trying to do that intentionally. And finally, collect a total of 100 Twinkies, which are health items. This one's pretty much unmissable by the time you complete the game and all the side missions. So yeah, overall, it's a very easy platinum trophy, like a 2.5 out of 10, and takes around 10 hours. A little bit grindy at times, and I mean, the game's okay. It's discount Dead Nation. I've said that before. It's not bad, but it's not what I'd call really good either. It's entertaining enough for the first few hours, but then it starts to get kind of boring when you're grinding out like zombie kills of the week and stuff like that. And finally, I made a little bit of progress on Far Cry 2, though I can talk about a few different things here. So, this trophy is a story-related trophy. This one is getting all of the diamonds from payment and exploration, so I think that's from doing all the assassination missions and exploration because, well, that might actually be the one. No, I think that actually may be the one for finding every single diamond in the game. Yeah, it looks like it is, which is kind of ridiculous that it's a bronze because there's a lot of diamonds in this game. There's 1,000 diamonds, including 221 diamond pickups and side missions and stuff. So this one, you have to subvert all 12 missions when you get the chance anyway. That's pretty easy just to do one, though. You have to find all the safe houses in the game. They're not too hard to find. There are quite a few of them, but they're just, another collectible type. The jackal logs are actually rather easy because there's only one in each sector in the game, except for one of the sectors in the south, so nothing much to worry about there. The underground side quests, there's only 5 of them, and I believe you have to complete all 5 of them to avoid dying of malaria. Then just escape, that's a store-related trophy. Purchase everything for 1 weapon is pretty unmissable. That's another store-related trophy. Then this is a store-related trophy. And then this is the one trophy I earned in the game this week for completing a buddy side quest. There's, I think, maybe 20 of them because the game has 40 side missions and 20 of them are split between assassination and convoy missions. So presumably the other 20 are buddy side quests. So you only have to complete one, thankfully, instead of all of them because, they do take time even though I'm kind of doing everything in the game because, again, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. It's shockingly fun. 1 or 2 parts have been frustrating with where some of the diamonds end up being placed, but overall I've been having a heck of a lot of fun with this game so far. I'm shocked at how much fun I've been having with it. This is definitely one of the best Far Cry games. I think it would be even better. I think it would probably be the best one if it wasn't glitchy, if the trophies and stuff weren't glitchy as well. So I think that's the one thing that's sort of holding it back, because Far Cry 3 will always be a good one to me and probably my favorite just because it was my first one and it is a really great game, and Voss being a fantastic villain. The Jackal's pretty good too, though. So just explore every part of the map is super easy. Then the rest of the audio logs, buying everything pretty much. Those are both unmissable story-related trophies. Complete all the convoys, which there's only 8 of them and they get you new weapons and they're all pretty easy. Then this is story-related. That's story-related. This one, I think there's like 11 buddies in the game, and a few of them are missable, but most of them are story-related. Then you just have to subvert all the missions. Talked about that. This one is for the assassination missions, which are sort of notoriously buggy, but I finished all 6 in the north, as well as all 4 convoy missions in the north, and those 2 are also story-related trophies at the end. So, overall, I've actually made good progress, though, because even though I only earned 1 trophy, when it comes to the diamonds, I currently only have 15 diamond briefcases left in the north. I finished all the assassination and convoy missions in the north. I finished a buddy quest. I finished a couple of buddy quests, actually, with just 15 more diamonds and 1 more jackal tape from 2 specific areas, like 2 of the quadrants. I believe they're both on the left side of the map that I've never really been to that much of. Like the bottom left, I don't even really know if I've been into at all. So once I finish those, I can just, blast through the story for the area and just, make a lot of saves when you're doing it. I have not used fast travel yet because supposedly that can glitch the game. I don't know if it would glitch it on me, but it probably would given my luck. So just be very careful with that. Just, have a lot of saves and you should be good to go. But again, the game's a lot of fun. Every death so far that I've had has been either from burning to death, that happened once, and the rest have been from getting hit by cars, because that tends to happen a lot, so just always have your rescue buddy ready. I've gotten like 1 time where I died after my buddy went down, and that was because that was the one different time where I was trying to make a jump needed to get to a diamond, because a few of the diamonds are just so, really out of place and tough to find, even with a map. So we're going to go ahead and sync up our trophies. Level 719, 57%, 20,220 total trophies, 496 platinums, 2,891 golds, 5,421 silvers, 11,412 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week, I think I pretty much made the decision that I'm probably not working another Saturday again, because that just wasn't all that worth it to me. It just kept me more exhausted than probably needed to be. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. So hopefully just, I'll probably work late, 2 nights a week, every week, and that's fine enough. It just still cuts into my gaming time a little bit, but it's fine because it's good money. This week, though, I will continue working on Far Cry 2. I will hopefully have the 100% done for Destiny. We'll have to see. Probably be getting back into some Battlefield 5 this week, and I'm sure I will be doing an easy platinum just to slowly trickle my way forward. I need to get 3 more platinums before I get the one for Far Cry 2, and I have a feeling one of them will be Destiny, and the other 2 will probably be like something from my random backlog somewhere, because I have so many games I still need to do. So, otherwise, with streams and stuff this week, hopefully stream schedule will be normal this week with 2 normal streams on Friday, Saturday, and otherwise video schedule should be pretty normal. I've got a couple more cooking videos that are done that I just need to edit to upload. Gonna start working on another challenge run to edit, and possibly even a best moments video from one of my streaming series that I did a number of months back with Super Mario Sunshine. So I'm thinking about doing that. We'll see though, and if it doesn't get a lot of views, then I won't do it for the other 2 games. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Please like, favorite, share, give me a comment, and let me know what you've been working on this past week. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later this week for more videos.